Well, Indian team will be hopeful to put their best foot forward in the upcoming series as well with this. And now to discuss more on this, I'm joined by DD India correspondent Nan Singh, who joins us from newsroom. Good evening, Narayan. When we talk about Gambhir, who's unsure about Rohit's availability, and he talks about professionalism also, will it backfire? Considering the fact that Rohit is not there, or the team is very much in zone to cope up with this? Narayan.
No. Good evening, Deepika. If we talk about this context, this press conference, it was one of the most eagerly waited and anticipated press conference, and everyone in the cricketing world were waiting what will be the combination, as there was a doubts over the Rohit Sharma too, as you mentioned. But it was a 15-minute fiery press conference. Multiple questions were asked to Gautam Gambhir, especially regarding the presence of the Rohit Sharma in the coveted trophy. And still, there is uncertainty over the presence of Rohit Sharma in the first test match in Perth because of some personal reasons. But we know that definitely a batsman of Rohit's caliber, definitely if he's not playing the first test match, and a captain of the Indian team is definitely going to miss, considering the fact that both the openers in place of Rohit Sharma, Abhimanyu Ishwaran, and talking about the other opener KL Rahul, they didn't perform well in the India A series against Australia A. Talking about the Abhimanyu Ishwaran, it was a golden opportunity for him to perform here and grab the spot, considering the fact that Rohit may not play the first test. But taking a look at his innings in the two tests, in the four innings, he had the scores of 7, 12, 0 and 17, and in the four innings he scored 36 runs, and 3 times in the 4 innings he was caught behind the wicket. So we can say that the way he performed, he lost an opportunity, and in that case, when asked about the KL Rahul, he backed the KL Rahul, because in the past few years we saw that KL Rahul has shown the flexibility. He had opened for the team India, he played at the number 3, he played at the number 6. So he said that how many batsmen in the world can do this thing, this flexibility, what KL Rahul has shown. So if Rohit doesn't play the first test in Perth, definitely he hinted that KL Rahul may be there, but the performance of the KL Rahul in the series, that the he played in the second unofficial test where he gave the scores of 4 and 10, but he too failed to, we can say that the perform there in the Australian condition. Definitely, if you as you mentioned about the Rohit Sharma, he too struggled in the last 10 innings. We saw that he scored 133 runs and a single half century in the last 10 innings, 2 matches against Bangladesh and 3 against New Zealand. So we are hoping that definitely the form of Rohit Sharma, considering the WTC cycle, the WTC Chess Championship is on the line, the form of Rohit Sharma is very important.
Let's talk about Virat Kohli also, because he's the first one to touch down in Perth and begin with his practice sessions. And indeed, all eyes are on the numbers which he may turn up with. But what is your analysis of Kohli in T20Is of late?
Same, the question was asked to Gautam Gambhir regarding the performance of the Virat Kohli in the recent past, when he was asked by the reporter that Ponting has said that with such figures, with just 2 centuries in the last 5 years, any player doesn't deserve to be there to play the international cricket. And we know that Gautam Gambhir, the fiery character, he replied that the way Ricky Ponting said that he doesn't have any, who is he to say about the Indian cricket? It is better for him to plug the loopholes of the Australian cricket. There was a dip of form in the Kohli's form in the past few years. He was struggling against the spinners in the series against Bangladesh too, which was a 2-match series. There he was struggling, and in the 3-match series where India was whitewashed in the 3-match series for the first time, there too he struggles. And in the last 10 innings he has scored 192 runs, and apart from that, if you take a look, he also scored only just a single half century in the past 10 innings. But all in all, we can say that he is the veteran of the game, and he has, as you mentioned, that he already departed for the Australia. So we are hoping that the kind of player he is, he knows how to get the mojo back, and he is one of the greatest of the game and the modern day great, and definitely his record in the Australian condition is fantastic. So he will also try to gain the lost form, and his form is important for the Indian team. Retaining the Border-Gavaskar Trophy, his form will be crucial.
Let's see what happens. Now, one question on the ongoing India versus South Africa T20I series as well. The 11-match winning streak comes to a halt for Team India. According to you, Narayan, will India be able to bounce back its centurion in the next T20I?
As you mentioned that the 11-match winning streak came to a halt, it's a big thing that if you take a look this year, India, prior to this match, India played 23 T20 international and they lost only one, and they also won the T20 World Cup this year where they defeated this South African team, and after that India lost only one T20 international, that is against Zimbabwe, and after that they whitewashed Bangladesh, they whitewashed Sri Lanka in the T20 series. But in yesterday's match too, India had the chances. They were in the game at one point of time. South Africa was 66 for 6. But after that, the way Christian Stubbs and Gerald Coetzee scored, definitely they took away match from the India. Otherwise, India was in the match at that point of time. If India would have taken couple of wickets, definitely it was India's match also. But the kind of cricket the Indian players are playing in the absence of the veterans like Rohit Sharma, Ravindra Jadeja, Virat Kohli, who all retired from the T20 format. There was a smooth transition was seen in the T20 format, the way Indian batsman has played, and hoping that in Centurion too, it was a single blip, we can say that happened in the previous match. They will continue the winning momentum there also.
All right, thank you so much, Narayan, for joining us and bringing us a rounded perspective on both the matches.